Hey guys, it's me. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about iconic bridges around the world. The world is full of amazing structures that seem almost magical in their design and execution. Bridges are one such example. They not only serve a practical purpose, but can also be beautiful works of art in themselves. Today, let us explore some of the most iconic bridges from around the world that have become symbols of their cities or even country. Number 7, Tower Bridge, London. The Tower Bridge is one of the most famous bridges in the world. It crosses the River Thames in London and was built in the late 19th century. Its two main towers are connected by a series of arches and can be raised to allow ships to pass through. The bridge is also famous for its two iconic bascules, which are the movable sections that can be raised to let tall ships pass. When the bridge is raised, the bascules move vertically, which is a rare feature among raising drawbridges. This allows buses and other vehicles to drive directly onto the bascules without any special equipment. The Tower Bridge is a popular tourist attraction and offers stunning views of London. 6. Sydney Harbour Bridge, Australia. Another iconic bridge that crosses a famous harbour is the Sydney Harbour Bridge in Australia. It was built in the early 20th century and is known for its unique arch design. The bridge is over 1,300 feet long and 240 feet high and was the largest steel arch bridge in the world when it was completed. It is also known as the Harbour Bridge and is a popular destination for tourists who come to admire its beauty and take in the stunning views of Sydney Harbour. The bridge has a number of interesting features, including its massive steel arch, which was one of the largest ever constructed at the time of its construction. The arch is supported by 2 massive concrete towers and 6 steel columns that are embedded in the bedrock of the harbour floor. The bridge also has a unique roadway design with 6 lanes of traffic, 2 pedestrian walkways, and a cycleway. One of the most famous features of the Sydney Harbour Bridge is its steel frame structure, which is made up of over 50,000 pieces of steel. The steel was originally painted green, but over time the paint is worn away to reveal the natural beauty of the metal. The steel frame is also constantly changing color due to the effects of the weather and lighting conditions. In recent years, the Sydney Harbour Bridge has undergone several major upgrades to improve its functionality and appearance. These upgrades include the addition of a light rail stop on the bridge, the installation of new lighting, and the refurbishment of the bridge's steel frame. The light rail stop is located near the northern end of the bridge and provides easy access to the CBD for people traveling from the North Shore. The new lighting system is one of the most advanced in the world and creates a stunning display of color and light on the bridge's steel frame. The steel frame has also been refurbished to protect it from corrosion and extend its lifespan. The project involves sandblasting and repainting the steel frame, as well as replacing some of the steel members that had deteriorated over time. 5. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge is another famous landmark that has become a symbol of its city. Located in San Francisco, it was built in the 1930s and is known for its beautiful red color and Art Deco style. The bridge crosses the Golden Gate Strip, which connects San Francisco Bay to the Pacific Ocean. It is one of the longest suspension bridges in the world and was the longest when it was built. The Golden Gate Bridge is also one of the tallest bridges in the world, with the main span standing at 2,400 feet above the water. It was the tallest when it was built and remained so until 1964. Despite its age, The Golden Gate Bridge is still an important transportation link in the San Francisco area. It carries around 110,000 vehicles per day and is a popular destination for cyclists and pedestrians. The bridge is also a major tourist attraction, and millions of people visit every year to admire its beauty and take in the stunning views of San Francisco and the Pacific Ocean. Number 4, Brooklyn Bridge, New York. The Brooklyn Bridge is an iconic landmark that has become a symbol of New York City. It is a suspension bridge that crosses the East River and was built in the mid-19th century. At the time, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world and was one of the first bridges to use steel in its construction. The Brooklyn Bridge is famous for its massive towers and long span, and was one of the first bridges to use modern engineering techniques. The bridge has a total length of over 6,000 feet, and the main span is over 1,500 feet long. The two massive towers that support the bridge are over 300 feet tall and were the tallest structures in Brooklyn when the bridge was built. The Brooklyn Bridge is more than just an engineering marvel. It is also an important part of New York City's cultural heritage. The bridge was one of the first major projects in the United States to use a new technology called suspension engineering. This allowed for the construction of a bridge that was longer and wider than any bridge that had been built before. The Brooklyn Bridge is now a popular destination for tourists who come to admire its beauty and take in the stunning views of New York City. Visitors can walk, bike, or take public transportation to the bridge, and there are several popular spots along the bridge where people can stop and take in the views. The Brooklyn Bridge is also an important transportation link in New York City. The bridge carries over 100,000 vehicles per day and is an important route for commuters traveling between Manhattan and Brooklyn. The bridge also has sidewalks and bike lanes for pedestrians and cyclists. Number 3, Rialto Bridge, Venice. Italy is home to many iconic landmarks, and the Rialto Bridge is one of them. It is a bridge that crosses the Grand Canal in Venice and was built in the 16th century. It is famous for its unique design and is one of the oldest and most famous bridges in Venice. The Rialto Bridge is a stone arch bridge with a single arch that spans the entire width of the Grand Canal. It was the first bridge to be built across the canal and was designed by a famous architect. The bridge is also famous for the shops and stalls that line its sides, which sell everything from souvenirs to fresh fish. The Rialto Bridge is also an important transportation link in Venice and is one of the busiest bridges in the city. It carries over 50,000 pedestrians every day and is a popular destination for tourists who come to admire its beauty and take in the stunning views of Venice. Number 2, Charles Bridge. If you're looking for a romantic and picturesque bridge to stroll across, look no further than the Charles Bridge in Prague. This historic bridge crosses the Vltava River and is lined with dozens of Baroque statues of saints and religious figures. It's been around since the 14th century, making it one of the oldest bridges in the city. But don't worry, it's still in great shape and is definitely worth a visit. The views of the castle and the river are absolutely stunning, especially at night when the bridge is all lit up. Just be prepared for crowds. The Charles Bridge is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Prague, so you won't be alone. Number 1, Bridge on the River, quiet Thailand. If you're a fan of epic war movies, then you might recognize the bridge on the river. This famous bridge is located in Kanchanaburi, Thailand, and was built during World War II by Allied prisoners of war under the supervision of Japanese forces. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular tourist attraction. The bridge is beautiful and serene, but it also has a dark history that's worth learning about. You can take a day trip from Bangkok to visit the bridge and learn about its fascinating history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.